TCL is a great concept, and it's very international. Last night and tonight, we're going to have fighters from Cuba, the Dominican Republic, Brazil representing. Last night, we even saw Peru, Haiti, Russia, Holland, TCL. Last night and tonight, we're going to have fighters from Cuba, the Dominican Republic, Brazil representing. Last night, we even saw Peru, Haiti, Russia, Holland, TCL. Might be in South Carolina, but it's all over the world.
Elite, Erisnelsy Castillo. And in the red corner, representing the Houston Hitmen, Jadalie Medeiros.
Erisnelsy Castillo for the LA Elite. Was born in Cuba, now lives in Vegas and training in Southern California with the LA Elite. She's looking for her first victory in TCL action. She's got 0-4 this season for the LA Elite. Jadalie Medeiros, the southpaw in red and black. She is fun. She is full of action. She gets after it, Amelia.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to expect to see a really fast tempo, especially with the lower weights, 118. They're always just coming with the pressure and the heat. Castillo definitely brings the pressure at 118, and that's the kind of pace that TCL is absolutely made for.
Medeiros was born in Alabama. I mentioned last year she was fighting for the Miami team, and then here she ends up with Houston in season number 3. Medeiros, 21 years old. She has a lot of potential.
Keeping that paw out.
And it is a 3-minute round for the women, something that you're a big advocate of. Wow.
Absolutely, yeah, 3-minute rounds. Traditionally, the women have been fighting 2-minute rounds. TCL has been a great advocate for us in creating a platform to have 3 minutes. Just more time to work, mostly. I mean, that's the biggest thing for the women, is being able to really be able to showcase. You can't do anything in 2 minutes, you know what I mean? Like, you'd be able to have that extra time to be able to set things up and really push the pace and the endurance. Take your opponent into the deep water. You know, if your recovery time's as long as your fight rounds, I mean, anybody can do that, right? You really start pushing that active time with that recovery time, and you start pulling your opponent into deep, deep water.
Yeah, that's something a lot of the sanctioning bodies really need to consider, because I know you've been a big advocate, Serrano has been a big advocate, and it's Absolutely. Just, you want the even playing field because you want that extra minute. As we're approaching a minute to go in the opening round. This is the launch round. So the first 8 rounds are the launch rounds. The second 8 are the middle, and the final 8 are the money rounds. There will be some fighters that'll fight twice, like these women. They'll see them again in round 20. And it's also the strategy of how a coach has to figure out who's going to be in the money round.
Absolutely, yeah. You know, and it's a lot of times we don't talk about how the coach actually sets up the fights. It's kind of a coin flip in the beginning, and then it's a great chess match between the 2 head coaches, and one gets to decide which weight they pull first and which athlete they're going to pull, and then the next person gets to decide the weight. And so, you know, it's kind of interesting. It's not just you throw a bunch of athletes on the board. They're actually thinking very strategically, how are we going to set up the launch, the middle, the money round, to be able to make the strongest team possible against, you know, the opponent that's put in front of them.
Medeiros, the southpaw in red and black for Houston, bouncing up and down on her toes. Real smooth, the way she approaches, the way she controls the ring. Does she do enough to get the judges' scorecard? Does she do enough to get the 10-9 against Erisnelsy Castillo? And we're done with the first. All right, so the fighters will stay in the ring. The referee will get the scorecard. Our ring announcer will announce it, and you're going to have a running tally the entire night. So you'll know exactly where they're at, as will the fighters, as will the fans, as will the coaches. So you know if you're down, you got to get going. Yeah, absolutely. Full transparency here for TCL, which is great for the fans and great for the athletes, too. They get to know exactly what's going on and be able to feel like, you know, that just creates a little bit more fairness, I feel like, instead of just making it a guessing game.
We have a winner. In the red corner, Jadalie Medeiros, the Houston Hitmen, 10, LA Elite 9.